Welcome back everybody to part 2 of the Q&A answer video. First off, there's some weird things going on with YouTube's comment section. My video manager says there's 302 comment blocks. When I went into it for the first time for part 1, it said there was only 200, and now it's saying 236. So if your question was not answered, it either A, disappeared somehow and I no longer have it, or B, it was already answered multiple times and I skipped it. Either way, we are going to jump right back into where we left off. We left off on the winter wrap-up song, so we're going to jump right to the next question in line, because we still got quite a bit to get through and still some singing ahead, so let's get restarted. First question comes from Toxic Dog 12 from DeviantArt. Any careers you plan on pursuing? Maybe mechanic, doctor, lawyer, architect, anything specific in mind? I'm actually already out of school. I'm already basically in my career. I'm in a entry-level position in the power industry, and there's really no place for me to go but up, so I'm going to be pursuing that for the time being. Hopefully that all works out. Next question, also from DeviantArt, comes from Corby and per hour. How has life been treating you? Life has been pretty good lately. I mean, it's a lot of working, work, but other than that, life has been pretty good. Normally I like to be narcissistic and say like a baby treats a diaper, but not today. It's been pretty good. Next question from Dark Crystal 100. What made you think of how your OC should look? Well, I originally made my OC in a pony creator program, so that gave the base of the pony. I love the color blue, and I threw some messy bedhead hair on it that looked good, and blue and white are actually my old school colors, probably when I went from there. And once I had my OC already looking how it looked, that's also when I came up with my name. Kind of funny, my OC was made before I even named it. Next question from, I'm sorry, I don't even know how to pronounce your name, but your comment is up on screen so you know who you are. Question is, will you be doing a Let's Play series of the new Super Lesbian Horse RPG game? Well, I don't know about series, but I could probably play it and record it and see how it goes. I haven't played it yet. I've seen a little bit of it, but I haven't personally played it just yet. Okay, next question from DeviantArt. Canvas Puppy wants to know, what would you be doing if you were not a fan of MLP? Probably just the daily grind of going to work, coming home, doing nothing, going back to work. I really didn't do much but work and watch TV and stuff before MLP, so actually MLP gave me something to do, so I do appreciate it for that. I do have a hobby with computers and stuff, but there's really, once I've built my own, there was really nowhere to go from that. So if I wasn't watching MLP and doing commentaries online and making videos and having a good time, I would probably just be my boring old self of going to work, coming home, doing nothing, going back to work. Next question comes to us from Twitter. Will you commentate the fan film Journey of the Spark when it's released? If they use stuff in their video that isn't going to get me in trouble for copyright, like music, then yeah, I'll watch it and see how it goes. Next question comes to us from Crash 10125. How do you think Season 4 is different than other seasons? Well, with Season 4, I think they've kept enough of the same writers and animators around that they actually know what they're doing with the characters. The people who work on it know all about the characters and what they're supposed to be doing with them, and I think they are more in tune with what they're supposed to be doing, same with the writers too, because it's all just one big mash. So they're going new places with Season 4. They're trying new things that they haven't done before, and I think they have a way better understanding of the characters, and they're just doing a way better job with it. Question number 2, when are you doing Let's Plays? Whenever I get time, and when I find one that I can do. Question number 3, what are you looking forward to in Season 4? I'm looking forward to see what that goddamn box at the end is gonna be. Seriously. Okay, next comes from Zyleball. Hello. Question 1, what is your favorite Rainbow Dash episode and why? Well, Sleepless in Ponyville is my favorite episode, but that's more of a Scootaloo episode. So if I was going to pick a sole Rainbow Dash episode, that would probably have to be Sonic Rainboom, because that's the first episode where we actually saw her basically break down, and you could see that her tough exterior, cocky, arrogant self is all just a front of her athleticness, however you say that, and she's just a normal pony like the rest of them. She has fears too. Question number 2, are you planning on doing more blind commentaries with SoundSpeed? Well, there is something going on where that is going to be on hold for a while, but whenever the opportunity arises, you bet I'll be doing more commentaries with SoundSpeed. SoundSpeed's a good commentator, we work well off of each other, and we can always have a fun time together doing them. Question number 3, have you ever met SoundSpeed in real life? No, I haven't, but hey, maybe one day. Never know. Never know. Well, I've seen this one before. Ratnika asks, do you have a girlfriend? If so, then name a age. If not, then why? Right now, no, I do not have a girlfriend. I've just barely got out of a relationship that did not end well, and I'm just enjoying being single and living life. And if I did have a girlfriend, I wouldn't disrespect her by saying her name and age out live. Sorry. Puka Kitty wants to know, so, Mr. CobaltSky, what do you really look like? Well, that was already answered in the first video. Go check that one out. How do you make videos without buying equipment? Sometimes you don't. Sometimes people can get by, but not me. I've had to buy equipment. I had to spend a lot of money on my mic and my video editing software, so I don't. There might be some people out there that do, but I don't make videos without buying equipment. I had to fork out money for equipment. Question number 3, what was 9th grade like for you when you were in 9th grade? 9th grade was the start of my high school years, and it was the start of a new life for me, so oh hell, thinking back that far, I don't even really know. I can't complain about it, I guess. Really? Next up, we have the Bowacker. Question is, if you were one of the main 6, who would you be? Well, that'd be Rainbow Dash, of course.
Whoa, wait up, you assholes. What are we doing here?
Next up, we have Kyle the Pale. Question number 1, why won't you ever admit you're an amazing singer? Because there are things out there that tell me I'm not, and I can play back things, and I can hear myself go flat and screech and voice crack like all the time, and real amazing singers don't do that. Question number 2, why won't you ever admit you're an amazing commentator? Well, because 1, it's kind of natural for people to hate their own work. When you look back and you hear your own voice, it's almost natural for people not to like their own work because you're already that person. Now you're watching that person, and it's just weird. Also, self-gratification is a major downfall for a lot of people. Question number 3, why won't you ever admit you're an amazing YouTuber? Well, it kind of goes along with question number 2 because the commentaries is all I do so far. Question number 4, what were some of the main things you did before starting watching MLP? I went to school because I was handling work in college at the same time, so I went to school, went to work, went to bed, same process over and over and over again. And now we're here. Alright, next up we got SoundSpeed. Look guys, it's SoundSpeed, my man, my boyo, my brother from another mother. Alright, question number 1. What's your favorite episode of each season of MLP? Season 1 would be Bridal Gossip. Season 2 would definitely be the pilots with Mr. John Delancey. Season 3, Sleepless in Ponyville. And Season 4, Currently Bats would be my favorite episode from each season as it stands, but hey, we're not done with season 4 yet, so that could change. Question number 2, what is your favorite song from each season? Ooh, season 1 would have to go to Winter Wrap-Up, season 2, Smile, 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 season 3 would have to go to Raise's Barn, and season 4, definitely Bats. Again, we haven't heard all the songs of Season 4 yet, but Bats, as of right now, this video is my favorite of Season 4. Question number 3, favorite ethnic food? Mexican, Chinese, Italian. Ooh, I really like Mexican food. I love spicy food myself. The hotter the better, so Mexican, definitely. Question number 4, where do you think you'd be right now if you never found YouTube? Probably 6 feet under in the middle of the desert somewhere. Alright, continue on. Thank you, SoundSpeed, for joining in on this. Next question we have from Rarity Bell. Oh, I hope you're not shipping Rarity and Sweetie Belle with that name. Question number 1, why do you fucking hell do you hate Rarity? She is the least developed character and probably the least cared throughout the bronies, and you don't understand why. Well, if she's the least developed and least cared for, there's probably a reason, but all in all, I do not hate Rarity. I hate Diamond Tiara. If I hate a character, I don't ever want to see that character. Yeah, I give Rarity a lot of crap, but I don't give it to her every second she's on screen, and I don't say stuff like I want to ship her off to the glue factory like I do Diamond Tiara and stuff like that. I do not hate Rarity. If Rarity is still part of the main 6, if they nixed her out of somewhere, that would actually really suck. But I just don't really enjoy her character. They're doing a lot better job with her in season 4. Season 4, she actually has an episode that I really liked, and it was all about her. It was just fine episode. It was done correctly. But I know a lot of really high class, snobby, better than you people, and that's how Rarity comes off to me. So I do not hate her with a passion, but she's on the bottom of my list because I like the other 5 a lot more, because I just really don't like her character. Question number 2. If Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, or Twilight asked if you could fly around with them, which one would you choose? That would definitely be Rainbow Dash. I mean, that was kind of a given. Question number 3. What pony would you like to be trapped in the Everfree Forest with? Who would you want the most, excluding Twilight? Why can't I have Twilight? Would you choose Rainbow Dash for protection, Applejack for food, Pinkie Pie for entertainment, Fluttershy for company, and Rarity for magic, shelter, clothing? Well, I would probably, and I know people are probably going to think I'm biased here, but I'd probably pick Rainbow Dash because the Everfree Forest has already shown that it's got a lot of creepy stuff in it, and I need someone that can help me kick ass. Next question comes from Killer Kid 245. Did you or are you attending college? If so, what classes are you taking? You're awesome, that is all. Well, thank you very much for your comment. I actually have already graduated from college. I graduated back in May of 2012 with my associate's degree in electrical engineering and industrial operations and maintenance. Next one comes from Brittle Thorn. Who is your favorite one-shot character? I'm guessing you mean a character that has appeared once and not again so far, so I would have to pick Iron Will. Still working on his voice, I know that sucked. Next question from Pregame Alliance. I know I fucked that name up, I'm sorry. Question 1. How involved with the fandom are you? Discussions, reading, writing fanfics, and art, etc. As far as the fandom goes, you know, I watch the conventions. I would like to attend a convention one day if I ever get the money and the balls to actually just go and freaking do it. I do read a few fanfics here and there. I'm not a very strong reader, so I really don't go to too many of those, and I don't touch any of the bad ones. I don't write fanfics, that's for damn sure. Art, I've started picking up, trying to do a little bit of like tracing, learning techniques and stuff, but as far as actual art goes, yeah, I don't really have any talent in that department. Maybe one day if I learn enough, but I never really did any of that stuff. So some people can naturally just pick it up, but I would have to be taught, literally. Question number 2. Do you like season 4 so far? In comparison to other seasons, do you think that the writers will be able to continue? I think the writers will be able to keep going as long as Hasbro wants to milk this thing, but after season 4, just kind of seeing what's going on, 4 seasons is a good run. I mean, I don't think they're going to end it yet. They might. Season 4 is a good run. Everything that Lauren Faust has ever been a part of, I know she's not with it anymore, but everything she's been a part of has run 6 seasons. So it would not surprise me if this goes 6 seasons, but it also would not surprise me if they ended it after season 4. Only time is going to tell, so we just better sit back and enjoy the ride while we can. And as far as am I liking season 4, I'm absolutely loving season 4. Next question from Rakuchuno. Which do you like best? My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, My Little Pony Friendship is Witchcraft, or My Little Pony Mentally Advanced series? Well, I can't really group those together because Friendship is Witchcraft and Mentally Advanced series are abridged series done by fans. So if I was going to have all those 3 together, I'd have to pick Friendship is Magic, because without that we wouldn't have the other 2, and that is the main series done by the professionals. Even though Friendship is Witchcraft and Mentally Advanced series are done by some amazing talented people, they can't compare with the actual real show. I would pick the best as the real show. And now if I was just going for a bridge series, Friendship is Witchcraft, it would be definitely top over Mentally Advanced series. Mentally Advanced series did okay, but Friendship is Witchcraft is just gold. Far Diamond would like to know, is your real name Ryan Drake? No, but you got the initials right, so congratulations on that. Question number 2, what is your favorite brony music artist? Ooh, I have 3 of them that I really enjoy listening to right now. The 3 I'm listening to right now that I'm like filling up my playlist and I'm listening to a lot is Aviators, Electric Explosion, and Slife Storm. I've been really enjoying all 3 of their musics. To pick a favorite one out of all of them, man, I don't even know if I can. I love all 3 of those, so why not? I'll fill all of them with 3 of them. Yay! Garrett Blackburn is up next. Question number 1. If you were to be sent to Equestria as either yourself or your OC, which would you pick and why? Well, I definitely pick my OC because my OC is a pony and a human in Equestria is kind of played out, and it would also be weird because I'd be the only one. They wouldn't know what to do with me, I wouldn't know what to do with them, and it would just be one big ol' awkward fest. So I would definitely pick my OC because at least he could fit in somewhere and do something. Question number 2. If you could take one person to Equestria with you, who and why? Well, I'd take Soundspeed, of course, and why the hell not? I don't have anyone else to take. Question number 3. Which of the main 6 do you like the most, hate the most, implying that I didn't finish getting the rest of that question. I'm sorry. Main 6 I like the most, definitely Rainbow Dash, and I don't hate any of them, but I dislike Rarity's character the most. She just rubs me the wrong way sometimes. Jesse Pinkman wants to know, have you ever been to any pony-related cons? If so, which one? If not, do you plan on going to one in the future? I have not made it to a con yet. They did I'm in Arizona. They don't have very many cons in Arizona, especially where I am, because I am up, seriously, I am the only one up here where I am. There was one planned here, but I believe it got canceled, so I have not made it to an actually pony-related con. They've all been too far away and too expensive to get to. But maybe one day I'll grow up here and save up enough money and put my pride aside and just go and have a great time. Next question from PokeMonsters333 asks, sing a My Little Pony song. Probably Stop the Bats. Well, I already did sing Stop the Bats. It's in the very first part of this. If you happen to miss it, you can go back to part 1 of this video. The timestamp of that song is listed in the description. But I know there was something wrong with some of the comments on the video. Someone did originally ask me to sing This Day Aria, and it's gone now too, so I'll replace Bats with This Day Aria. This day is going to be perfect, the kind of day of which I dreamed since I was small. Every pony gather round, say I look lovely in my gown. What they don't know is that I have fooled them all. This day was going to be perfect, the kind of day of which I've dreamed since I was small. But instead of having cake with all my friends to celebrate my wedding bells, they may not ring for me at all. I could care less about the dress, I won't partake in any cake. Vows will be lying when I say that through any kind of weather I want us to be together. The truth is I don't care for him at all. No, I do not love the groom. In my heart there is no room, but I still want him to be all mine. We must escape before it's too late, find a way to save the day. Hope I'd be lying if I say I don't fear that I may lose him to the one who wants to use him, not care for, love, and cherish him each day. For I also love the groom, all my thoughts he does consume. Oh, shining armor, I'll be there very soon. Finally the moment has arrived for me to be one lucky bride. Oh, the wedding we will make, Yolanda marrying a fake shiny armor will be mine, all mine. Oh, short of horrible. Whatever. No golden notes, that sucks. Of course I don't blame the game. And we are back. Okay, that was fun, but back to the questions. Next up, we have Goober Trooper. Question number 1, what are you looking forward to in My Little Pony and in your own life? Well, in My Little Pony, I'm probably looking forward to them finally getting to what this whole mysterious box is supposed to be and finishing up all the cliffhangers they're leaving us with, and maybe some final answers on either Scootaloo, like finally dead set in stone, yes or no answers, and if they're going to get their cutie marks and all this other fun-loving stuff. In my own life, I'm probably looking forward to just just keep doing what I'm doing in my job and gunning for a promotion. I've been gunning for a while so I can get off these graveyard shifts of working through the AM hours and sleeping during the PM hours because it's starting to suck. Question number 2, if you could have any person's voice, who would it be? That would be Morgan Freeman, of course. Who wouldn't want his voice? Question number 3, if you were an NSA agent spying on peeps, what would you want to know?
Everything.
Next up, the random person wants to know, what microphone do you use? I use a Blue Snowball. Next question from Q-Dog for the win wants to know, why they Rarity hate though? In all seriousness, I would like to know why you dislike Rarity so much. I've watched all your commentaries and have noticed you really don't like her. You even put her below all background ponies. P.S. Rarity is my favorite. So much fabulosity! Well, Rarity's on the bottom of my list because, one, I was never really keen on her personality. It always rubbed me the wrong way. How she was in the show just really stuck up and all this other stuff. And to add insult to injury, they made her the element of generosity and never showed her really being generous. Like seasons 1, 2, and 3, there's like a tiny itsy bitsy handful of stuff that showed a little tiny bit of generosity. Hell, freaking season 4 is airing right now, and we just barely had an episode called Rarity Takes Main Hand, and it showed more generosity in that one 22-minute episode than they did all seasons 1, 2, and 3. This is why I don't like Rarity's character. She's growing on me a little bit. If they keep going on her in season 4, that may change a little bit, but to be honest, she's probably always going to be on the bottom of my list because I enjoy the other 5 characters a lot more. The Bacon Master wants to know, who is the worst villain from any season? The worst villain from any season is King Sombra. I mean, he had a tiny shit part. We know basically nothing about him except for he was sealed away for how many goddamn years. He came back as a shadow form, formed into a pony for a few minutes, and split into 1 million pieces. The end. So, King Sombra is so far the worst villain I've seen in any of the seasons. In Trouble 111 has a couple questions. Force 1, can you give the order of your least favorite to favorite out of the main 10? Good lord, man. Main 6, Spike, CMC, and why each of them in that order? Well, to tell you the truth, I've never really given any thought to a main 10, but hell, if I was going to... I don't fucking know. I guess if I was going to have to list the top 10 from least favorite to favorite, I would have to do Spike, Rarity, Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Twilight, Sparkle, Scootaloo, Applejack, and Rainbow Dash. As to why, I've never thought of a top 10 before, so I'm going to have to think about that. I know why the main 6 are in that order, but hell, I don't know about the others. Question number 2, what episode caused you to hate Rarity so much? If I was to pick a Rarity episode that just pissed me off, that just really bugged me, would probably be Secret of My Excess, where she just, you could tell when she saw the fire ruby, she was biting her arm. She wanted that thing so bad, and there was no, well, it's your birthday, you can have it. It's just she used Spike's love for her to manipulate the ruby away from him, and she gladly took it without a second glance when he offered it. That's probably one of the defining moments that really made me dislike Rarity. Next question from Down Under Thunder wants to know, what exactly made you decide to do an MLP blind commentaries? And if at all possible, could you answer this in your best Shaggy impersonation? The thing with my Shaggy voice is I can normally do the very first couple seconds of him like zoinks, but I can't hold on to it. I have a hard time holding on to his voice for long runs, but I'll try. Like zoinks, man. I had this friend who tried to get me into it, and I was like, no way, man. And then I don't fucking know. He got me to watch it, and I loved it, and we're like, woo! Here we are. That was horrible. I am sorry. Going on next. Shit. Undead Prodigy wants to know, can you prank call someone and tell them you watch MLP? To tell you the truth, not really around here, because I live in the middle of the desert just surrounded by a whole bunch of rich old people that would just tell me to shut up and get off their lawn. They wouldn't give a damn. And I don't have anybody's phone numbers around here, so nah. But that would be kind of funny, to be honest. Mr. Raymoo5 wants to know, going with a different question here, what is your favorite A7X album and or song? A funny story, I just barely figured out that a lot of people call Avenged Sevenfold A7X. I've always known them as Avenged Sevenfold, and that's what I've always called them. I've never actually seen them abbreviate themselves or anyone else abbreviate themselves A7X. So hey, you learn something new every day. And my favorite album is the very first time I ever heard was the album Nightmare. The very first song on Nightmare is Nightmare. And that was the very first album I listened to, the very first song I listened to, and I just loved it. Avenged Sevenfold is a very angry band. It's angry music, but it's also really good music. They do a damn good job, and they put on one hell of a live show. I went to a live show actually here in my state a while back, and I had a blast. So, favorite album is Nightmare. Favorite song is Nightmare. Next question is from the White Bowser. Taking into account the amount of internet memes, clothing, merchandise, fanfics, and other money-producing things that have been produced because of My Little Pony, do you think it is overrated? I mean, I have been a brony for over a year now, and sometimes I just wonder, do we bronies give more credit to the show than it actually deserves? Hell, some people act like this show is a second coming to Jesus. I'm not going to disagree with you that some people do take this way too far. But as far as overrated, not even close. I mean, look at this is it. Regardless of the show, this has become a fandom. Look at other fandoms. Look at Star Wars fandoms, Star Trek fandoms. We're nowhere even close to how much merchandise and how much money has been spent on this fandom stuff. So no, I do not think it is overrated. We haven't even scratched the surface as far as other fandoms go. Even Wise or Wes wants to know, question number 1. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? Ooh, I'll take the horse-sized duck. Go one-on-one. Let's do this, bitch. Bring it on. Question number 2. Tits and ass. Question number 2. Twits. I'm fucking done. Question number 2. Tits or ass? Why not both? I'm straight, I like the girls, and they both have tits and ass, so both! Question number 3. What is your favorite non-MLP show? That would be the CSI series, any of them. Buddhist Brony wants to know, are you single? Right now, yes. I just got out of a really crappy relationship, so here in real life, yes. Mr. Me is single, but don't even try to go for my OC Cobalt because if he gets any more waifus, I'm gonna have to freaking rename him a pimp named Slipback. Next question from Skylight Pegasus. Question number 1. Which character would you say you enjoy watching more than anybody else in the season thus far? To be fairly honest, out of the main show, I do watch Rainbow Dash the most, but in this season in particular, I've been watching a lot of Twilight because I'm kind of really intrigued to know where they're going with this whole princess thing. I was one of the ones who was completely okay with the whole Twilight becoming a princess thing instead of everyone else rage quitting for some reason. So I've been watching a lot of Twilight this season. I want to know what's in this box she has, and I want to know what she's going to do with her princess. It's interesting. Question number 2. What's your stance on the overall direction Season 4 seems to be heading? I'm okay with it. They're trying a lot of new things. They're getting away with a lot of stuff that normal people wouldn't get away with a Y7 rated show. So I am 100% okay with it, and I think they're doing a damn good job. They're in the right direction in my eyes. Ashley Rose has another question for us. What do you think about Fluttershy being a bat? Do you think it'll be interesting? Will it change her personality, or was Hasbro just trolling us? Well, I highly doubt Hasbro was just trolling us, because making an entire production 22-minute episode that takes weeks and months to write, animate, and voice act, and produce just to troll a few bronies is not feasible. I don't think Hasbro would do that. I personally loved it when Fluttershy became a bat. I lost my mind in that episode, and it was a good losing my mind. I loved it when she became a bat. It was pretty freaking cool, and I do think it's going to be interesting. Next up, the MLG Brony wants to know, okay, actually, so do you have a problem with Clop/R34, and do you plan on getting a PS4? No, I do not have a problem with it. R34 has been around a long time. It was not started because of Pony. It will not end because of Pony. And there is a lot worse R34 out there than Clop, let me tell you. I've seen it. And no, I do not plan on getting a PS4. I'm an Xbox fan, but I also don't plan on getting an Xbox One anytime soon. 1, I can't afford it. 2, I don't like it yet. Ceramic Dread 360 wants to know what is your favorite pony of each category. Main 6, CMC, Princess, Support, as in Big Mac, Sakura, etc. Talking background or non-talking background. That's a loaded question. Holy cow. Favorite pony of the main 6, Rainbow Dash. Favorite CMC, Scootaloo. Favorite Princess is Luna. Favorite Support, definitely Sakura. I've loved Sakura ever since her appearance in Season 1. Talking background... Hell, I don't even know. Derpy, she talked once. And non-talking background, Caramel, why not? For some odd reason, in one of the seasons, I don't even remember, I had like this strange obsession with Caramel. I like pointed him out in every single episode. The anime fans wants to know what are your favorite anime that has the same vibe as Friendship is Magic. Ooh. All the anime I watch are a bunch of sword-wielding, knife-wielding, gun-wielding, book-wielding crazy killers, so none. Because so far we don't have that in Friendship is Magic, and I hope we never do. Bernice Kuvas wants to know what kind of dog breeds do you like. I really love the Siberian Husky breed. I used to have a Husky, and I hope to one day have another one. The Brony Pony has another question for us. Could you draw your OC in Microsoft Paint with only the basic tools? I don't care if it's utter shit, it'll be funny. Well, I don't know about Microsoft Paint, but I do have this, and we'll draw something. Let's draw Cobalt's OC. Oh boy. Recon89, sorry if I totally just butchered your name. I actually literally did butcher your name by cutting off the top half of it, so I'm sorry if I did that. Question number 1, frequently asked question. If someone were to start making YouTube commentaries, what would be the best way to avoid copyright strikes? The best way would be pick something that isn't copyrighted. Unfortunately, that's very far and few in between. With Friendship is Magic, we were having to really watch our audio usage of songs and such, and we also have to make the video very small with background so it doesn't register. Because if you do full screen video, you're gonna get hit. Question number 2, where do you think you would be if you never found My Little Pony? Actually, I already answered this one. I would probably be 6 feet under in the middle of the desert somewhere. Why? I don't really know. Someone would probably kill me eventually. Question number 3, what was your favorite subject in school? Well, I kind of had the best of both worlds in school. I was a jock and a nerd, so probably, hell, I loved my IT classes. Those were always really interesting. I kind of took to those really well. I always hated math and science and all the other stuff. They pissed me off. Jehovah Daron wants to know, do you like potatoes? Fried or mashed with lots of butter and salt. If it's not going to give me a heart attack, I don't want it. X-Pinky Toxic would like to know, if you don't mind me answering, I think you meant to say asking there, what is your favorite shipping of the main 6 times main 6? Well, if I'm actually going to start shipping things, there needs to be more male characters in the show, so we don't have to ship the main 6 with the main 6. But if I'm forced to ship one of the main 6 with one of the main 6, probably Rainbow Dash and Applejack. Freezy Games would like to know why, when, where, how, and who. Why? Because I'm a colossal asshole. To win whenever you want. Where? My bedroom. How? Pony style. Who? You and me, baby. Tasha Nemotle has another question for us. Also, are you like a brother to Soundspeed or something? Well, in all honesty, Soundspeed has been like a brother to me. I can't really say I've been like one to him because I was putting words in his mouth. But yes, Soundspeed has been like seriously like a brother to me. Brother that I never had. Brother from another mother. FNuts25 wants to know, what are your current thoughts about Rarity? Has she grown on you over the runtime of the show? They're doing a really good job with Rarity in season 4. She had one episode already to herself in season 4 that trumped every other episode she had, where there was more development on her generosity side of the element they gave her in that one episode than there was in 3 seasons combined. So right now, my current thoughts on Rarity is I believe she has a purpose. She is still part of the main 6. I want her to stay part of the main 6. I don't want her to go anywhere, but she still is number 6 on my list of the main 6.
All the time I could have spent with you was wasted complaining.
David Mullish would like to know, why did I stop making the episodes full screen? Well, there was a little thing called Hasbro out there that was going out and nuking everything full screen. If you notice, there's not very much full screen stuff left. I do have a few episodes in my playlist. They're unlisted, so you have to go to my playlist to find them. They are in the original season 1, 2, and 3 playlists that are still full screen. For some odd reason, Some episodes have slipped by and they haven't been hit yet, knock on wood. But for the most part, especially with Season 4 right now, they've already submitted Season 4 and the rest of the seasons to YouTube's Content ID system. If you make an episode full screen, it is going to be blocked worldwide and nobody is going to be able to see it. So I don't like having the episodes small. I've always prided myself on trying to keep them big. I've actually gone through 3 overhauls because I uploaded them once, they got taken down. I uploaded them again cropped because I wanted them to stay full screen and the cropped seemed to work. Well, that stopped working because somehow they fixed that. So unfortunately, I was left with having to go down to a small screen video. I don't like it personally. I would love to have them full screen, but if I kept them full screen, nobody would be able to see them. There'd be no point in making them, so they are now small. Hopefully, before you're watching mine, you've actually seen the episode in full screen before it was taken down or removed or whatever, so you know what's going on, and I'm trying to make them, I've got them on there as big as possible without activating YouTube's Content ID thing and getting my fucking account taken down for a second time. So that is why they are not full screen anymore, because of copyright, and there's nothing I can do about that. The Time Brony wants to know, question 1, how did you become a brony? Probably by falling in love with the show and everything else just kind of fell into place. Question number 2, sing Gypsy's Bard and Stop the Bats in no particular order. Well, I already did Stop the Bats, it's in part 1, you can go watch that there. But I can go hurry up and fell at Gypsy Bard real quick. Oh, when you're rife with devastation, there's a simple explanation. You're a toy maker's creation, trapped inside a crystal ball. Now whichever way he tilts it, know that we must be resilient. We won't let him break our spirits as we sing our silly song. When I was a little filly, a galloping blaze overtook my city. They shipped me off to the orphanage, said ditch those roots if you want to fit in. So I dug 1,000 holes and cut a rug with orphan poles. Now the memories are blurred and the faces are obscured, but I still know the words of this song. When you bungle all your bangles and your loved ones have been mangled, listen to the jingle jangle of my gypsy tambourine, cause these chords are hypnotizing and the whole world's harmonizing. So please children, stop your crying, sing along with me. Oh my fucking god. When I was a little filly, a galloping blaze overtook my city. They shipped me off to the orphanage, said ditch those roots if you want to fit in. So I dug 1,000 holes and cut a rug with orphan poles. Now the memories are blurred and the faces are obscured, but I still know the words of this song. When you bungle all your bangles, loved ones have been mangled. Listen to the jingle jangle of my gypsy tambourine, cause these chords are hypnotizing and the whole world's harmonizing. Please children, stop your crying and just sing along with me. When you bungle all your bangles and your loved ones have been mangled, listen to the jingle jangle of my gypsy tambourine, cause these chords are hypnotizing and the whole world's harmonizing. So please children, stop your crying and just sing along with me. Fuck! Oh my god, lead singer, my ass! Well, that was nothing short of a disaster. I don't have good enough breath control for that song. Okay, next, Tony Wooten would like to know how do you do a blind commentary setup? To do a blind commentary setup, you have to have a show that you have not seen before that you're wanting to do blind commentary on, aka reactions for the very first time. You need yourself a good quality mic, a good editing software program that you at least know the basics on how to use, voice recording software, and the willpower to do it, because it is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. To give you a rough idea, every episode that comes out on Saturday, every commentary that I release, only about 30 minutes long depending on how much I talk, but it takes a good 4 to 5 hours to create. if that gives you any indication of if you really want to do that. Okay, up next we have WDZ Ajax. This is the Ajax I was talking about, who lives in Canada near DHX Media and got Ashley Ball to sign a Rainbow Dash picture for me. Thank you very much, buddy. He would like to know, pony should pony pony? Yes, Ajax, pony should pony pony. It takes pony to make a pony. If pony does not pony, then we don't have pony. So yes, Andrew Skolak would like to know, what is your job like? My job is actually pretty fun. I get to make electricity every day when you get to come home and turn on your lights and turn on your computer. Me and 100,000 other people across the whole United States and wherever in other countries go to work for the same purpose, so we can all come home and do that. Question number 2, how would you describe the amount of stress you suffer from daily? Holy shit. Most people would crumble into dust under the amount of pressure I have to deal with every day. I work around extremely dangerous equipment, heavy equipment, one false move, and a lot of people could get killed really quick or maimed, including myself. I work around acid, various chemicals, stuff that could tear you into shreds, you name it, completely turn you into a pile of dust by zapping your ass with 500,000 kilowatts. Question number 3, do you have any theories about equestrian history that you would like to see proven or disproven? I guess I would, to tell you the truth, I guess I'm a bad brony, because the only thing I really know is like on Heartswarming Eve, they kind of showed, I don't even know if that's the right one. There was something out there that showed that Discord was the ruler of Equestria before Princess Luna and Princess Luna and Princess Celestia came into power, and they covered that in the Season 4 already. You know, they had Discord there, and they defeated Discord for the first time, turned him into stone, and they took over. So I guess all my theories have already been proven or disproven. Alright, up next, Alex Palm would like to know, question number 1, what kind of education have you gone through? I am a college graduate. Question number 2, do you give no shit about education? I actually do give a shit about education. Education is very important. I didn't have a very good education up until high school, and I suffer from it daily. There's thousands of people out there way younger than me, 1,000 times smarter than me, and it sucks. So education's very important, and everyone should go get it. Question number 3, would you watch education YouTube channels like Vsauce, Crash Course, Minute Psychic, Psych Show? I have seen Vsauce. I'm not subscribed to any of those, but I have seen a little bit of Vsauce from now and then, and yeah, I would watch them. Vorexel Forrester wants to know, which pony from Witchcraft would you assign to keep the Sapphire statue? None of them. They're all fucking crazy. Ethan Cordell would like to know, sorry if this is personal, but do you club? I don't. Well, Ethan, sorry to say, but yelling I don't at the end of a question like that, it makes you look more guilty than just saying the question. But truth be told, the Rule 34 pony pictures don't really do it for me. I mean, I'm no stranger to them. People send them to me. I've seen them. And the most I really do is look at them and go, they drew that really nice, but they're not really my cup of tea. If I'm going to go down that route, it's going to take a lot more than a still image of a cartoon character drawn. I don't know, just that it's never been a hot button for me. Boomy MC asks, if you could master the use of any one weapon, what would it be? I would love to master a sword. Sword wielding is awesome. Wildflower2275 wants to know, do you ship yourself with any of the main 6? You know, this is kind of a funny story. You know, I never used to, and I'd see pictures of all the time of people's OCs shipped with the main 6 and even saucy situations. And it never was appealing to me. I'm like, why would that person put this with one of the main 6? I mean, come on. And then I got into this whole thing where I was trying techniques with drawing, and I did a recolor, and guess what? I put my fucking OC with Rainbow Dash. So I guess I would have to say yes, because this picture's already here, it's out there, it's proof, and I can't really deny it now. So yep, damn it. Yep. Ood Luna 3 wants to know, choose a pony from each category. Can't be the same pony, and it can be any pony in the show. Choose a pony you would kiss, marry, have sex with, and kill. Oh, that's not fair. That is not fair at all. It's gonna make me out to be a cheater regardless of what I pick. I guess my OC would probably kiss Twilight, marry Rainbow Dash, have sex with Applejack, and kill Twist. Thanks for making me a goddamn cheater. Wylan Yao wants to know, yeah, I know that's not how you pronounce your name, but I don't know anyone else to do it. Question 1, what are your favorite top 5 main ponies? That would be Rainbow Dash, Applejack, Twilight Sparkle, Fluttershy, and Pinkie Pie. Question 2, do you trust the Pinkie sense? Very much so, yes. Number 3, do you eat pieces of shit for breakfast? No, can't say I've ever tried that. Don't ever plan on trying that. And last but not least, Spells! Alright, that was interesting. The Hybrid asks, are you a brony? We know you watch MLP, you seem like you like it and enjoy the characters, but would you consider yourself a full part of the fandom? I can sit here and beat around the bush all day, say that I don't like certain parts of it and I don't want to call myself, but when it comes freaking down to it, I watch the show, I love the show, I want to go to a convention one day, I own pony paraphernalia, yeah, I'm a fucking brony. Shadow Dash Gaming asks, if you woke up one day as a pony and you had any mare in the show to choose from, who would you go out with? I should not even have to answer that one. That should be redundant by now. Rainbow Dash.
I don't even know where to start with you.
Ben Stevens wants to know, kiss pictures of the main 6 on the lips, and how old are you? What do you want me to do? I'm not on camera. What do you want me to do? Sit here and make out with my monitor? Why don't I fuck my tower while I'm at it? And I'm 24. Epic Phoenix asks, do you attend brony meets? If not, why? I have not attended any brony meets because, like I said previously, I am in a very rural area. I believe I am the only brony within a 200-mile radius. Most of them are all down in the capital of the state, down near Phoenix, Mesa, that area. It's a good 3 to 4 hours away from me, so no, I don't go to any brony meets because there's none here for me to go to. Lily Blossom asks, what is your favorite episode, season 1, 2, 3, and 4 so far? I actually already answered this, but season 1 is Bridal Gossip, season 2 is the pilot, episode 1 and 2, season 3 is Sleepless in Ponyville, and season 4, as of right now, is Bats. Annalise Joseph has 3 questions for us. Question number 1, which pony is your least favorite out of the main 6? That would be the one and only Miss Rarity. Question number 2, which episode was your favorite out of season 1? Just answered that would be Bridal Gossip. Question number 3, will you make Q&A video with the baby food challenge? Please, question mark. 1, I don't know what the baby food challenge is, and 2, no, because any type of food challenges, especially if they're on camera, always end in failure, and they're normally very disgusting. So, no. Paul Coe asks, 1, did you have a great New Year/Christmas? Yeah, I did. Thank you for asking. It was actually probably one of the best in a long time, thanks to a certain someone. Question number 2, are you a bit nostalgic about 1990s games? Doom, Wolfenstein, no. I grew up in the 90s and I played most of those games, so I guess not really. How do you do that thing with your voice? Talking. It's amazing, dude. You know what? I really don't know myself. I went to the doctor about it. He told me there was these weird things dangling from my throat called vocal cords, and I move my mouth and my tongue, and sound comes out. I really don't know how I do it or how anyone else does it. It scares the shit out of me. Magyar Gamer 11 wants to know, who's your favorite pony after Rainbow Dash? Finally, someone already knows who my favorite pony is. That would be Applejack. Also, when are you going to watch Pony's Anthology with me? Probably if I don't kill myself after this Q&A. Dusk Charge has 3 questions. Question number 1, what was the best year of your life? Best year of my life was probably when I turned 18. I finally moved out. I was on my own. I had no boss. I could do whatever I want. No one to tell me no. It was a new chapter in my life, a clean chapter in my life. So yeah, 18 was probably the highlight of my life. And then bills came after that and that shit. Question number 2, why did you want to start a YouTube channel? I technically didn't. I never did want to start one. I never thought I was ever going to start one through my whole freaking 24 years of life. I mean, I've been on YouTube as a kid all the time growing up. I never once in my life thought I would ever have a YouTube channel. But yeah, here I am, and I've got thousands of subscribers, and I am one lucky bastard. And then just, Question number 3, when did you become a brony? I guess probably when I fell in love with the show back in November of 2012. Nagan and Fan 1, I totally screwed that name up. Question 1, how is your head feeling? In case that question confused anyone, there was a little incident back on a live stream a few weeks ago where I kind of bashed my face into the counter till I passed out, but that's over now. I'm fine. My head feels great. Question 2, what's your favorite baseball team if you have one? I don't follow many sports per se. I really don't ever follow baseball. But if I'm gonna pick a favorite, I guess I'm gonna stay state pride and go with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Question number 3: what's your favorite friendship is witchcraft episode? That's probably Lunar Slander or Seed No Evil. Tough toss. Probably Seed No Evil. I don't know. The one with the incest song, it was pretty damn good, but drawing a blank on the name. It'll come to me as soon as this is over. MLP Joker 24 feet. 24 feet. I'm sorry. Xbox, PlayStation, PC, or none. Favorite console? For probably Xbox. I like the Xbox and the PC. I don't really care for many of the PlayStation games, so I never bought a PlayStation. I have a PlayStation 2, but that's the highest of the PlayStations ever bought. So favorite console, probably Xbox. I've been doing a lot more PC gaming lately, but yeah. Zach White wants to know question 1: which minor villain, Lightning Dust, Flim Flam Brothers, Iron Will, etc., would you like to see reappear? Once again, that would be Iron Will. Question number 2: what is your favorite MLP fan-made song, fan fiction, animation, etc., overall piece of content? Oh man, there's too many to just choose one. I mean, I don't go to the fan fiction side very much, but I have so many songs and I love all the animations. I don't even think I could pick a favorite one. Here's another familiar one. Mysterious Brony 2 asks, who is the first and second hottest mare in the show in your opinion?
She moves her body like a cyclone, and she makes me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when they turn the spotlights on.
Thistle Whistle. Sleepy Cloud wants to know, do you watch any other cartoons besides My Little Pony? I've seen a few. I do watch a few cartoons here and there whenever they're on, and I actually have the time just to sit down and relax. I mean, I've seen the new Teen Titans. That's kind of weird, but it's okay. I've seen previews of the new Powerpuff Girls, and they look like paper mache. Actually, the new Powerpuff Girls coming out looks fucking horrible. I'm not gonna lie, but I guess I can't really judge it just based off that. There's a couple other random cartoons on there. I've seen Adventure Time a couple times, just random shows, whatever's on, really. Question 2, can I hug you? Yeah. If you can find the means of jumping through the internet and getting over here and hug me, then you just go right ahead, mister, but don't be surprised if I scream for my life. Jody Allen would like to know, if MLP was cancelled, would you remain a brony, which I assume you are? If so, how long do you think you would remain in the fandom? I would probably remain in the fandom as long as they can keep their same mentality that they have right now. If the show cancels and they just go fucking nuts and just turn into people I don't even want to be associated with, and who knows how long I'll last, because I can see a lot of people getting angry if the show gets canceled, which is going to happen one day. It's just a matter of time. But I mean, as long as they keep staying, for the main part, stay the same humble people that they're trying to be, and a lot of people are, and just take it with pride that they're not sad that it ended, but they're happy that it happened, and continue on making the animations as they want to, and having meetups, and having their conventions, and having a great old time. I'll probably stick with it for a very long time. The one and only Princess Luna asked me a question. Her Royal Highness of the Dark would like to know, are you Soundspeed's waifu, or Soundspeed your waifu? Yes to both. As far as that goes, I think there's many of them. I don't know. I think one day I'm just going to have to put them in a pit and let them fight it out, and I'll pick the winner. I don't know. Like I said, if I get any more, someone's going to have to freaking draw my OC. Freaking, it already has a cane. I'm going to need this big old long purple cloak that has a leopard print on the bottom of it, and a hat with a feather, pimp hat with a feather in it. Mr. Filmy Man, dear Lord, you asked a lot of questions, but I could hardly tell they're already good ones. Question number 1, will you be doing any more collabs with Soundspeed in the near future? Your commentary styles complement each other very well. Well, thank you for the compliment, and when an opportunity arises, we will do more. As of what that'll be, only time will tell. Question number 2, what are some movies you like but everyone else seems to hate, and vice versa? Oh, I don't really have anybody on my personal side that hates any of the movies. Most of the people I go to the movies with, we all go together because we like the same movie. I really like lately I've been watching The Hobbit. I like The Lord of the Rings that goes along with it. As far as, I don't know what other people hate, so I don't know. Question number 3, which of the main 6 do you think would make the best commentator? Probably Pinkie Pie, because she's extremely energetic and can follow things very fast, and she talks a lot. So Pinkie Pie would make a good commentator, I guess. Question number 4. What do you think of Rarity so far in Season 4? I think she's pretty tolerable. She is being pretty tolerable in Season 4. I don't want to speak too soon because we're not done yet, but so far she's doing pretty good. Can you say a sentence in your Dr. Claw voice? I think I've done that a couple times, but I'll do another one.
But don't expect much, cause every time I do, that Gadget and his meddling daughter always stop me. But I will get you next time, Gadget. Next time!
Question number 6. Can you please say a sentence in your Diamond Dog voice?
Ugh, I'm so sick of this daily grub. We need gems. Maybe we can get the help of that white pony again. Boss, not the white one. We can't handle the whining. Shut up, don't you want to eat?
Lyrics of Love wants to know, please list off the main 6 in order from best to worst pony of that specific group. That would definitely be Rainbow Dash, Applejack, Twilight, Sparkle, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Rarity. Question number 2, best CMC. The favorite of yours is Sweetie Belle, mine's Scootaloose. Number 3, best background pony. Applejack is not an acceptable answer. Seriously, don't piss me off. Well, 1, if I were to piss you off, I'm not really that scared. But 2, Applejack is my second favorite. And no, I don't think she's she is a background pony. Best background pony, Vinyl Scratch, I guess, if she's considered a background pony. Will you sing one of Rarity's songs, Art of the Dress, or Becoming Popular? Yeah, you know what, I've already been stating enough times in here that I don't hate Rarity, I just dislike her character, so the least I can do is I can give you a Rarity song. So let me finish your questions and I'll give you a Rarity song. Question number 5, do you hate Flash Century? Do you hate Flash Century as much as everyone else does? Actually, no, I don't. I don't really understand why people go in such an uproar over this. So what if Twilight has a love interest? Oh my god, no. Now we can't have her, no. Question number 6, top 5 brony analysis. Voice of Reasons kicks us. I don't watch any of the analysis. I sit here and I record myself enjoying the cartoon. I do not want to sit here and pick it apart frame by frame, pixel by pixel. I think it ruins it. I don't enjoy watching analysis, and I think they just are way too into it. Maybe not too into the show, but they're way into what they do. They want to pick apart everything and complain about shit. So no, I do not watch any of the analysis bronies, I'm sorry. Question number 7, worst things about the Equestria Girls movie. Probably the worst thing about, having it spin off into human form is not really a bad idea, especially if you're a company out there looking to sell toys. They actually had a really good idea with that. Probably the worst thing about the movie was it was rushed, shoved in between 2 different seasons of the actual show they were trying to make because they used the exact same animators and writers for the movie as they did the series. Probably the worst thing about the Equestria Girls movie is it had the potential to be so much more. They could have made it so much better and they just didn't. Okay, so yeah, Rarity song. Thread by thread, stitching it together. Twilight's dress, cutting out the pattern snip by snip, making sure the fabric folds nicely. It's perfect color and so hip. Always gotta keep in mind my pacing, make sure the cloth directly facing. I'm stitching Twilight's dress. Yard by yard, fussing on the details. Jewel neckline, did you know a stitch in time saves 9? Making sure the fabric to inspire, even though she hates formal attire. Gotta mind those intimate details, even though she's more concerned with sales. It's Applejack's new dress. Dressmaking's easy, for Pinkie Pie something pink, Fluttershy something breezy. Blend the color and form, do you think it looks cheesy? Meow! Hey Gary. Something brash, perhaps quite fetching. Hook and eye. Oh! Don't you just simply die? Make sure the crest don't get in the dress. Even though it rides high on the flank, Rainbow won't look like a tank. I'm stitching Rainbow's dress. Piece by piece, snip by snip, croup dot haunch, shoulders hip, thread by thread, print impressed, yard by yard, never stressed, and that's the art of the dress. Now, the stars on my belt need to be technically accurate. Orion has 3 stars on his belt, not 4. Stitch by stitch, stitching it together. Deadline looms, digital client's always right. Even if my fabric choice was perfect, gotta get them all done by tonight. Pinky by the colors too obtrusive, wait until you see them in the light. I'm sewing them together.
Don't you think my gown would be more me with
Some lollipops? Well, I think balloons? Well, do it! Hour by hour, one more change. I'm sewing them together. Take great pains. Fluttershy, you're putting me in a bind. Rainbow Dash, what is on your mind? Oh my gosh, there's simply not much time. Don't forget, Applejack's does my shine. Dressmaking's easy. Every customer's call. Bring a whole new revision. Have to pick up my pace, still holding my vision. I don't know the song. The consolation on Canis major, not minor. French Hatug, whatever, please. What if it rains? Galoshes! More balloons! Oh no, too many fucking balloons. How many candy? Less candy! Oh wait. Streamers! Streamers. Whose dress is this? Streamers it is. I'm not looking at your ass. What?
Aren't you going
You can tell me to change something too? No, I just want my dress to be cool. Do you not like the color? The color's fine, just make the whole thing look cooler.
Do you not like the
Shape, shape fine, just make the whole thing cooler. Cooler! Like Zoinks, it needs to be about 20% cooler. All we ever wanted is indecision. All we really like is what we know. Gotta balance style with adherence. Make sure there's good appearance. Even if you we have to fudge it. Make sure it stays within our budget that we're gonna eat for free. Validation, remember it's all in the presentation. Piece by piece, snip by snip, croup dot haunch, shoulders hip, bolt by bolt, primmed impress, yard by yard, always stress, and that's the art of the dress. Oh. Okay then, that's out of the way. Tells you how much I listen to rarity songs. Fuck. Madeline Hatter has a couple questions for us. Question number 1. What power pony would you want and why? I would like to be Zap because I have a thing for lightning and if I could control lightning, that would be super fun. Question number 2. What do you think of Flutterbat or Battershy? Battershy is a horrible name. Flutterbat, they actually said in the show, so I'm gonna go with that. Making a reappearance in the season. I would love it if she had some kind of revertation to it. I don't even know. It would be awesome. I love Flutterbat. Question number 3. What kind of job do you have? Does not have to be specific. I work with electricity. I make power. I power houses. I turn on lights, blenders, computers. I don't know why I said blenders. Up next, Diamond Breeze wants to know, do you think cheesecake is sexy? Or are you more of a donut sucker? Actually, cheesecake is very sexy. As far as cake goes, cheesecake is my favorite cake, just like lemon meringue is my favorite pie. So yes, cheesecake is very sexy, especially with strawberries and whipped cream, which are sexy on their own if used in the right situations. CBear624 wants to know, what is your honest opinion on the mysterious chest in Season 4, Episode 2, and what do you think the chest will contain when it's unlocked? I honestly don't know what the hell they got going for that chest. I mean, right now they're kind of doing like cliffhanger things that look like each one of their keys, but they're not actual keys. They're just like items that keep hinting to rainbowish stuff. There's gonna be something fucking, I don't even know. It's either gonna set us up for another season like Princess Twilight Sparkle did, and then they can continue off of it in Season 5, or it's going to contain all the answers that we've been looking for all of this, and then maybe they'll end the series. Hopefully not. I don't know. But whatever it contains, it's definitely going to contain answers of some variant of something. Frank Drazzle wants to know, which pony do you like least out of the main 6? That would be, again, Rarity. Guess what, guys? We did it. We reached the last question. That was the last question. It's done. It's over. 2 parts. Lots of hours. I don't even know anymore. It's done. I had a great time. I want to thank all of you that participated. Once again, if your question was not asked or featured, it was because it was either already answered multiple times or something happened with the comment section like I stated at the beginning of this video. But again, I'm really happy I decided to do a Q&A. This was a lot of fun. You guys had some good questions in there. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest with you. I had a lot of fun making these. I hope you had a lot of fun watching them. Screw the normal ending shit. Let's go out with a little bit of fun, shall we? There is a place where the grass is what's for dinner. Charmed, fun and wild. There must be something in the water. Sipping rainbow juice, talking elements of harmony. Our bronies hang out too, 'cause they wanna fuck us silly. You could travel the world, but no one can groove like the girls with the hooves. Once you party with ponies, you'll be seeing rainbows. Oh, Equestria girls were kinda magical. Boots on hooves, bikinis on top. Furry coats so cute, will blow your mind. Oh, Equestria girls were pony fabulous. Fast, fine, fierce, we'll trot till we drop. Cutie marks represent, now put your hooves up. Oh. Good night, everybody. Woo!
I wish you could all be Equestria girls.
I did not know that paused the game. Ha! Are you still here? Well, if you're gonna stick around, you might as well see that sometimes these things don't always go that swimmingly. Enjoy! Oh, f my life. It's not coming through my... Oh. Oh, give me a break. You're being too kind. You bangers have a f my life. That's where I have to disagree. They're loyal to their family, spreading weasels far and f***.
3 months of winter coolness and awesome holidays. We've kept
Damn it, Rainbow
our
Dasher wasn't ready. Why? No one believes me. Believes me. Believes me. Yeah. That's horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Three months of winter coolness, and I fuck that up. Hibernate under the snow and ice. We wake up all the sleepy heads so quietly and nice. We welcome